that. You want to? No. Here's why I don't date black women. Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot.
I'm listening.
Because you lot don't like to listen. I don't date black women because you don't like to get put in your place.
Which place?
Your place.
Which
and when you get put in your place, you think you got taught like a man.
That's why they were cheating on you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were cheating on you.
Stay in your place.
Cheated on you multiple times.
Yeah, I know.
Because
And that's why I'm never going to be in your proper ever again. I'm not with black women because you don't like to get put in your place.
Apologies,
Listen. Apologies where?
Apologies.
Oh wait, you just wait. Did she just shoot? Did she just shoot? Go. Where's your hair? Where's your hair? Where's your hair?
Once you talk about black women's hair, you're on your own, my guy. You're on your own. I was with you. Like, he's allowed to have a preference. You know, he's trying to talk about how she's held him down and picking up his Asian queen. But the moment you went for the hair, my guy, you was on your own. You're going to have to deal with it. Yeah. You're going to have to deal with this by yourself, my brother.
Take off your head,
triggered.
Where's your hair?
You're triggered.
Where's your hair? I'm triggered. I said I was triggered. Did I not say I was triggered? Where's your hair? Where's your hair?
Look at where's your hair?
Show me your hair.
No, he's
Show me your hair.
pressed. He's
Show me your hair.
pressed.
Take off your eyelash. Take off your eyelash.
You're pressed.
Take off your makeup.
You're pressed
I'll
because
bring
you got cheated on one, two, three, four.
Where? Watch
1,
this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait for it.
Jumped it.
And I'll bring my natural hair Indian woman in here now.
And then what?
she looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your guard.
But the crowd got silent. The crowd
Out
got
here with
silent.
fake hair, fake
crowd got silent.
And she looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Can we all stop pretending that what we watched there is entertainment? It's not. It's the public humiliation of young black women for views and clicks. A black man shouting in a young black woman's face, weaponizing her hair as an insult and reducing her to nothing more than a stereotype. That's not a new tactic, big man. I'm so sorry. No, that's inherited from your slave masters. Yeah, that kind of nasty rhetoric trickles straight down from slavery when black women's voices were silenced and our hair was covered or shaved in order to try and erase our identity and our pride. So whilst that little hobbit of a man might think that he's speaking for himself, he's actually reading from a very old script written for him by white supremacists. And the danger isn't even in this one exchange, it's that millions are going to watch that clip and see black women being torn down, mocked and called ugly yet again and treated as less than in comparison to our straighter haired counterparts and think that it is completely normal because that is what the internet continues to tell us. Our pain and trauma keeps getting turned into spectacle like it's one big joke, usually from those within our own community, while those causing the damage and spreading the trauma get to kiki and walk away calling it content. And God forbid we decide to open up our mouths and say something to stand up for ourselves, our sisters, our mothers, our daughters, and we're angry, right? We talk like men. That's what he said, right? We talk like men. We're intimidated. Here's the truth. Black women do not need to be put in their place. We are the place. We are the blueprint. And the more the world tries to convince us otherwise, ladies, is the more we must remind them. The two things we need to do next is get that man some water because he looks parched. Maybe some therapy as well. Secondly, we need to all be pre-ordering a copy of my new book, How to Love Your Afro. Because the whole reason I wrote the book in the first place is for those with eyes to see and ears to hear to try and reduce and minimize the number of race-based crash outs like the one we saw at the beginning of the video.
No disrespect to everyone involved in this mess and also to any black man watching this. But my question goes to black women who are still attracted to black men. What is that thing that is giving you hope or making you get attracted to this kind of men or to black men in general? Because honestly, we have seen through social media that black men are the most disrespectful men towards women. If you go to dating TikTok, you see that large majority of men, almost 95% of men who talk down on women are black men. You can barely see a white man or an Asian man sitting on camera talking down on women. Barely can you see that. But you see, the set of men that sit on camera to rubbish women, they are black men and all these Middle Eastern men and Islam men. That is what you see on social media and on TikTok. But barely can you see a white man or an Asian man talk down on women.
Here's why I don't date black women. Nah, I did that. You wanna? No. Here's why I don't date black women. Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot.
I'm listening.
Because you lot don't like to fucking listen.
I'm listening.
I don't date
Okay.
black women because you don't like to get put in your place. And when
Which
you get,
place?
Your place.
Which
and when you
place?
get put in your place, you think you got taught like a man.
That's why they were
You're not
cheating
a man.
on you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were
Watch
cheating
this.
on you.
Stay in your
That's why
fucking
they
place.
cheated on
yeah?
you.
And this is why Cynthia G was correct when she said it's the same black man every time. A lot of these black men want to put black women in their place like the white man had put them in theirs. What do you mean your place? And then after that, he started going in about black women not wearing their natural hair. And he asked the woman, where's your hair? What about your lashes? Why you wearing makeup? I mean, bro, they do this all across the diaspora. It don't matter if they're in the States. It don't matter if they're somewhere else, bro. Cynthia G was correct. It's the same black man every time. It's absolutely disgusting. Women wear things, and black women put weave in their head because they want to. Black women ain't the only one that wear weave. Black women ain't the only one that put makeup on. But somehow y'all dudes be making excuses for it when you go date your little preference, your little exotics. You feel me? But yeah.
Here's why I don't date black women. Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot.
I'm listening.
Because you lot don't like to listen. I don't date black women because you don't like to get put in your place. And when
Which
you get,
place?
Your place.
Which
and when you
place?
get put in your place, you think you got taught like a man.
That's why they were
You're not a
cheating on
man.
you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were
What? Go, where's your hair? Where's your hair? Where's your hair?
Triggered.
Where's your hair? I'm
That's
triggered.
supposed to hurt.
I said I was
You're
triggered.
triggered.
Did I not say I was triggered? Show me your hair.
You
Take off
hate
your
black
eyelash.
people. You're
Take off your eyelash.
You're
Take off your makeup.
You're
For it,
joking.
And I'll bring my natural hair Indian
Joking.
woman in here now.
And then what?
she looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your blood.
But the
Shut up, man.
silence.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
There's no reality a short, toothless, ginger black leprechaun should be able to come online and berate, embarrass, and talk down to black women, and all those black men behind him were laughing like it was funny. This isn't entertainment. This is detrimental. As a black person, we know what racism looks like. As a black man, I'll never know what racism coupled with sexism looks like in terms of misogynoir. And being a black woman, you are treated the worst of the worst in almost every society in the world dislikes black people. But what's worse is black women are treated the worst by their own black men. It's not a secret that the black community suffers from internalized colorism, internalized racism, internalized misogyny that was instilled upon us in all the systems that we grew up in. But berating a group of black women on TV for clicks and views, and then every other black man behind this man is laughing, just speaks volumes into how misogyny and colorism is embedded in our cultures, where no matter what cultures we're from, due to the impact of colonialism and slavery and what that does to our minds. To weaponize a black woman's hair against her is to be ignorant to the fact that black women's hair were weaponized against them by the colonial slave masters all of their life. Their experience was different than a black man, because black women getting sexually assaulted by white men, and then having white women be jealous of them and have them cover their hair. And then when their hair was covered and then it became stylish, they would make them cut their hair. They would make them take off their braids. They would make them look as rough as possible and not groom themselves, because they didn't want them to garner the attention of their husband and or be more dramatic than them. You know, everything we do culturally is very beautiful, very detailed, very, very distinguishable. And they didn't want that. So for generations, women have been dealing with the oppressors oppressing their self-identity, oppressing their self-worth, and oppressing their appearance because of these factors. So for you, a ginger, toothless black man, to say, where is your hair? Take off your makeup, when you look like you are ashy and eat carrots for a living, all you're doing is feeding into the colonial master's plan that's working on all of us. On all of us. And, you know, I see that black women actually still love black men. They adore black men. They have black sons, black fathers, black uncles. But for the life of me, when I see shit like this, it shocks me that they even care about black men anymore, or that they even want to fuck with black men anymore, especially when black men think this is okay. And I know this was in the UK, but this is a problem that that extends throughout the entire diaspora. It's a problem in America. It's a problem in the Caribbean. It's a problem everywhere that there are black women and black women. There's a problem with this. And I just implore you, man, to before you talk about how you can't subjugate a woman, why do you think that you need to put a woman in her place? Ask yourself if you can walk an inch in the mile that black women exist in, and being treated the lowest of the lowest in the social hierarchy, in the racial hierarchy, and the sex hierarchy, and then still have to walk around with a smile. But if they don't, because they're treated like shit, they get called angry, aggressive, just an angry black woman trope. But if a Latina does it, it's a spicy Latina. I want a spicy Latina. If a white woman does it, oh, that's just a crazy Karen. If anybody does it besides black women, it's considered culturally acceptable or something exotic. Ask yourself why this internalized hatred of ourselves, because that's really what it is. It's because there's no way you can have a black mother, black aunties, and a black grandmother who helped raise you, but then you scream loudly about why you don't date black women because you can't stand black women. There's a lot to unpack with that, but the internalized colonialism that we deal with in our brains every day, we have to unpack generation by generation. And it gets better with each generation, but it's unfortunate that this clip is being used because there's no reason for that man to be so angry. What are you so angry about?
Now, to the women of other race that date black men, I ask, how do you guys deal with this kind of men? How are you attracted to this kind of disrespectful and aggressive men? Is it sexy? As he's talking, does it look sexy? Does it look attractive? How can you choose this kind of man over the kind of guy that just spoke right now? The kind of guy, the owner of this video. By the way, these two guys, I use their video. They are one of my favorites on TikTok. But guys, honestly, I feel like this kind of black men are bringing the value of black men down. And if you check the in dating scene, a lot of women are not going after black men again. Many women from other race are not going towards black men again just the way they are going towards them. Unless someone who are just going after them because of the fact that they are sexually strong. Apart from that, I don't think a lot of women would like to date the kind of man that come on social media to make this kind of comment about their women. This is the reason why I love interracial marriage, because if this is the kind of guys that love dating non-black women, please, you guys should take them. Why we date men of other race that know how to respect and treat women right. There was a day I was on Chinese dating app, and this Chinese girl was all about telling me, oh, do you like Chinese men? Why she had a lot of picture of black men, she with black men in her profile. I'm like, okay, since you love black men, you should go after them. I don't like them. I like Chinese men. I say it is perfect exchange. You go after our men, I go after your men. That is coolest exchange I have ever seen. And she burst out laughing. And that is one thing I want to say here. If these are the kind of men that go after non-black men, please, you guys should take them far away from us.
I absolutely love when these kind of black males say stuff like, oh, we don't date black women. No, hun, black women don't date you. Because let's just keep it a buck. Like, let's just keep it honest. The black males that act like they don't date black women are just the black males that black women have passed up on for years because something is wrong with them. Come on now. Black women don't date you.
Where's your hair?
Listen, ladies, hear me loud and clear, okay? I've said this before and I will say it again. Do not engage. I don't care if certain black men don't want to date black women. As long as you keep our names out of your mouth, there is absolutely no need to stoop so low to insulting how a black woman looks to justify why you go for someone else. As if to say other races don't wear weaves, don't use lashes, don't get their nails done, don't wear makeup. But anyway, I don't even want to get into his mentality. I just want to say to the black women who wear their hair however way they they wear their hair, whether you have your hair natural, whether you relax your hair like I do, whether you wear weaves, whether you wear wigs, whether you wear braids, however way you decide to show up as your authentic, beautiful black self with lashes and makeup and all, or not, do not engage. Okay? If he wants to date his Asian persuasion, let that be it. If he wants to believe that he can walk around thinking that women should know their place and not one man in that room could correct him and say to him, actually, it's not okay to think like that as a man, just leave it. He said it to enrage the black woman he was speaking to so that she would react in the very way he's trying to say justifies why he doesn't date black women. Trend Central clipped that and used it as the promo for that episode. Why? Because they know it's going to enrage us. And it's going to lead to us showing our rage in the comments, reposting it. It's already been on the Shade Borough again to encourage rage at our expense, because we are the biggest consumers when it comes to this type of content. We're the ones that engage. We're the ones that propel the success of these platforms. Do not allow them to use your rage and our trigger points to help them promote the show. Leave it to the men who think like him to do that. We're only going to end up being the brunt of the whole discussion, however long it lasts, because the rusty, crusty, dusty black men that think like him are going to come out of the woodwork and use this as an opportunity to insult us. And the more we engage, the more we're encouraging that.